palm reading is a very powerful tool for letting you know your past and giving you a glimpse into your future. This here is Rihanna's palm. This picture was taken about, I want to say 12 years ago. And sorry for the copyright little things there. But this is Rihanna's palm. And the first thing you can tell, you see how narrow her hand is? That is called a water hand. That means that she's very intuitive, very psychic. She feels everything. And I say that additionally, take a look at your hand. You probably have a hand that's not as involved as Rihanna's hand. You see all the markings, all the X's, all the lines. That means that she's very, very sensitive. The more lines that you have on your hands, the more sensitive you are. That's someone that feels everything. They have vivid dreams. They can walk into a room and know the vibe of the room. So in addition to the shape of her hand, this very straight and up and down shape and all the lines in her hand, I know that Rihanna is an extremely sensitive person. In addition, you see this line right here? It's kind of hard for me to point. This line right here that goes up like that, that's called the line of intuition. Rihanna is extremely psychic. And what's interesting is, if you look, you'll see a bunch of little X's. They're very faint, but they're just a bunch of X's. You see that one there? And that one there? That one there? That one there? All over her hand. Oh, there's one right there too, underneath her index finger. Those are literally spirits that talk to you. It could be God, it could be guardian angels, it could be ancestors, it could be people that have passed in your family, it could be anything, it could be entities. So Rihanna literally gets downloads all the time. I wouldn't doubt if she hears voices, sees spirits, sees flashing lights, sees any kind of way that a spirit could come. She's inundated with hearing the spirit all the time, hearing spirits all the time. And because of the involvement of her hand, I feel like she's kind of just given into it. A lot of times when I see people with hands like this that are very involved, they resist their intuition. That's basically your intuition. It means that you literally, your seventh chakra is like wide open. You're always hearing the voice of spirit, voice of God all the time. I have a feeling that she's just kind of given into it. A lot of people don't really go into their intuition. I can tell that she's given into it more, especially as she's gone along in life, because she's seen that these voices or these feelings that she gets lead her on the right path. Rihanna is a person that's definitely goes off her intuition, how she feels, and it's not always logical with her. It's basically how she feels. I bet you she's been in situations in her life where she'll say something and someone will go, well, how do you know that? And she can't probably say like, I had a dream about it, a spirit told me, I have a feeling about it. So with a hand like this, it's someone that's definitely very intuitive. Additionally, I have a sense that she's given more into her intuition because it's never failed her. It tells her the business ventures that she should go on. It tells her when she should go invest in a business, when she should pull out. And I say that because this line right here is the line of head, and it has many X's on it. And what's also cool is this line of head that she has right here. You see how it goes straight down? I don't know if you can see it. It goes down and then it makes that, it splits and it curves up. That is always, always, always an indication of someone that has high entrepreneurial pursuits. So it was written when Rihanna was born that she would be a businesswoman. It's basically like her head is, she's a pretty logical thinker, but almost all of her thinking power goes into her businesses. There's many other clear indications of that too. If we look here, this line right here, let me use my pen. This line right here is her lifeline, and it curves down like that. If you look at it closely, let me move out the way. You'll see that it's very barred at the beginning, which is always an indication of a difficult upbringing, possibly a difficult childhood. Not going to speculate, but a barring like that at the beginning of the lifeline always means a difficult childhood. You see where it reaches this point, it starts to go out and it starts to get a little bit finer. And then this line right here that goes up, this is called the line of fate. Where this line, her lifeline, splits right here. and then it joins the line of fate approximately right there. So she was destined to do what she's doing. It literally is her fate, and it gives her her life force. Rihanna will always be in the industry. She'll always be a businesswoman because that's literally where her life force comes from. She probably even feels like her career has saved her life. And it's funny because we see this other line, in addition to this line, this other line going down. So she's also a very introverted person. When your lifeline curves more towards your thumb, you're naturally more introverted. And then it curves, when it starts going out like that, it means that you're forcing yourself to be extroverted. She definitely forces herself, and she does it through her career to be more extroverted because naturally she's a very introverted person. She'd prefer to stay to herself, but her business, it's solely because of her businesses, her singing, her product lines that make her extroverted. This is really cool too. This line right here is her love line. This one that curves all the way down to the pinky right there, that's the love line. When you look at Rihanna's hand and just kind of squint, you see that the line that stands out to you the most is the love line. And the fact that it curves up like that into between the middle finger and the index finger, she's a very sentimental and loving person. Rihanna's probably a toucher. Her love language is probably touch. That's probably how she expresses her love to other people. She loves to feel people. She loves to just kind of be around her loved ones. She's got a really, really big heart. So like I said, the line that is the strongest when you just first impressions looking at a hand is the strongest force in that person's life. And you can see just on first impressions, Rihanna is a very, very loving person. Other indications of her spirituality now that I'm looking at it. So this line right here, like I said, is her line of intuition. And all these lines right here underneath her thumb are indications of very prominent past lifetimes. Rihanna probably feels like it's her calling to do what she does. While it might be to other people that she's an entertainer, she's a businesswoman, she definitely feels like it's her calling to do what she does, and she's been sent here by, God, by other realms of being, past lives, to be the influence that she is in this lifetime. Because even though it can be something as like, nebulous as I'm a singer, her career and her life has led and saved a lot of other people. And that is, she probably feels like it's directly her life calling, and it's come out in this kind of indirect way. I bet you there's thousands of young girls, women, men that have said, Rihanna, just because she is who she is, because she's done this, because of this song, because of this product, it's literally changed my life and makes me see myself as a different person. I know, you can really tell all that just from a line. So all these lines here are definitely guardian angels from her past lifetimes that guide her in this lifetime. And that's about it that I can say for Rihanna's hand. It's a very interesting hand. I mean, I could say 1,000 more things, but for the sake of this video, let's just keep it here. If you'd like a palm reading from me, you can find me at ifatheoracle.com. See you later. Bye-bye.